Hey guys, so this is a website that I've just created, and what we've done is we've implemented a lot of 3D into this, and I just wanted to show you guys the bottles and how we made them kind of group together and collide like this. So let's go ahead and get into it. Another thing I just wanted to show you because I thought it was cool is we made this little effect too. Maybe I'll go over that in another tutorial, but for this tutorial, let's go over on how we created this. Okay, so first things first, how I actually got the shape of all the bottles to the logo is what I did here is I'll go to the top view. This is kind of important. You can't do it in perspective, only these three views, but you go into top view and you hit Shift V, and on this little viewport here you have back, and I'm going to go ahead and go into the image. Actually, I already have it set up. Can just go ahead and bring that in, and then with a spline is what I did is I just traced it. So this is one spline, two spline, and then as many splines as that is. For the purpose of this tutorial, we're not going to actually be tracing it, just doing that so you understand. So what we have here in this new project is our actual product that we want to do that effect with. So first what we need to do is we need to create a low poly collision object for this so they can collide without destroying your PC. So what I'll go ahead and do is just pretty simple. I'm going to create a cylinder and just match the size. I'm not going to do anything fancy. You could make this look a lot better for the purpose of this. I do not need to do that. So this is about the size right here. I'm going to go ahead and take down the rotation segments so that it's performs very well. Okay, so that's my low poly collision object for this. So what I'm going to want to do is poly object a child of this low poly collision object. And then under the cylinder, I'm going to C and go to rigid body. I had it up, but rigid body here. Okay, cool. Now there's a few different options that we need to do before we get into the rest of the part. So under this body tag, something that's very important to do is make the inherit tag none so that the actual object doesn't disconnect from this. I think everything else looks good here. The next thing we're going to go is force, and you're going to see why this is important in 1 minute, but I'm going to make both of these values 10 and the drag a 10 as well to kind of make everything less jittery. I found that that worked best for me. Play around with these options right here under the force. But yeah, let's get into this part. So under the top, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the spline and kind of just make a, I don't know, make a little S rounded shape or something. Once you have that done, you're going to want to go and create a cloner. Now this cloner the mode needs to be set to object, and the object, I'm going to go select this pen tool and select the spline that we just made. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the cylinder and make it a child of the cloner. See, boom. Okay, I'm going to go into the cloner and add probably around 60. Give that 1 second to load in. Okay, just one thing before anything, actually make a, with the clone selected, I'm going to hit Shift C again and go to random. There we go. Under the parameters of the random, I'm going to turn the position off and add the rotation. And I just kind of make these random values because I don't like them to all be uniform like that. Let's go ahead and press play and see what happens. Oh, you know what? Hold on, it's running super slow because under the cloner what we're going to want to do is make this a multi-instance so that it runs a little better on the computer. Now let's see, that's much better, and all we have to do now is turn off the collision object and you're just now looking at the product all grouped together like so. So this is a pretty cool effect I found. Obviously you can mess with as much stuff as you want, and with this distribution, maybe make that even, and let's see what that looks like. Yeah, there we go. So with distribution even, that looks quite a lot better, and I would even add to the count when you're ready to render this out. But yeah, this is a pretty cool effect, and this is how you would achieve something like that you saw on the website. So I hope this helped you guys out, and thank you for watching.